Welcome back to the M&M Sport Channel. We're your host Matt,
And Mike.
coming at you with our favorite picks from the gridiron every week. Now we're heading to week 15. But first, let's do an overview of week 14. Mike?
Well, it seems like the bigger teams last week are starting to separate themselves from the non-playoff teams. Like big wins from the Lions, the Rams, the Packers, the Broncos, the Seahawks, the Jags, the Bills. It seems like the better teams are in the playoff mode. I was a little bit disappointed that Casey didn't win, being a fan. But hey, sometimes you need to take a step back to be able to concentrate on what the team is missing. I don't know what you think, Matt, but the receivers have not been doing the job, right?
Yeah, well, no receiver is doing a great job right now. And take Travis Kelce. I don't know if you guys listen to his podcast or anything, but he looks off. He looks like a guy who's really contemplating retirement. And, it was kind of sad to see. Even his brother, if you looked at him, he kind of looks sad about it. But no player's doing a great job on this offense. You may have one of or the best quarterback, but if no player's playing around him, you can't do anything about it.
Well, Kelsey this year has been the third tight end in stats this year. So he's having a good year, but at his age, he can't be the top receiver anymore, I don't think. And I don't think that it's good for the team that he's the number one receiver. I think that some players missed a good opportunity to be a number one receiver, like a guy like Wardy, a guy like Rice, a guy like Brown that maybe is more of a third and fourth receiver now. I think that the Chief will have to look at what they need in the immediate future, and while Mahomes is still a top quarterback in this league. So they have some homework, and sometimes when you make the playoff, man, right, you don't think about those things, or you do minor changes because you have a winning team. Sometimes you need a good slap to make big changes, right?
Yeah, yeah. And this team's been making the playoff 6, 7, 8 years straight. So sometimes you need a little change to just change things up and have a different look for teams to play against you.
Because they still have a good D, right?
Yeah, the defense still playing well. They've still got a few players for a few seasons that are playing well, and maybe a little change up on the offense, just switch a few players, and they may make the playoffs next year.
I hope that the some of the possums that are looking to make the playoffs and their pools had a chance to have a big week, that they made the playoff, and for those, good luck for a good playoff run. That's it for me for last week. Anything else to add, Matt?
Well, I've talked about him all season. I have to talk about him now. The Colts. Daniel Jones going down with an injury, who I told you guys last week he looked like he was hurt, and a non-contact injury, tore his Achilles. But, I've got to respect the guy though. He was injured, should have gone to the hospital or a clinic or something. Late in the fourth quarter, still with his team, talking to his teammates. You gotta respect it.
Oh, yeah.
They were getting blown out, pouring rain, and he was still with the team. You gotta respect it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And they put the rookie Leonard in, and you're not sure for next season, not sure for next week. They bring in a 44-year-old grandfather in Philip Rivers.
Father of 17.
Yeah, might be 20 by this point. Who knows? But what are they doing? I don't get it. Sure, he's a great quarterback and he was great in his prime. I'm not sure, what he may play this week. I'm not sure. It's not confirmed yet, but chances are he'll start this week playing the Seahawks, who've been playing great defensively the last few weeks and pretty much this whole season. But I'm not sure where to, since they hit the over, it's been a downhill type of season for them. But not sure what's going to happen with this team going forward, but hoping for the best.
Well, I don't know if he still has the skills at 44 to play at a high level, but one thing he will bring is leadership, and he's so competitive. Like he's a talker, he's a trash talker, and he's a player, he's a guy's guy kind of thing, and he will be fun to watch, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you've seen some of his clip, but he looks like he's still got some zip on it. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not sure. When he was 26, he looked like a 44-year-old. So now it kind of makes sense. So I think that's pretty much it for a little overview. Mike, send him with your first pick.
Okay, so my first pick is there'll be some great matchup this week. The first one, the first game is the Raven against the Bengal. That's not one of the great matchup, by the way, but it's still a great matchup. If you look at the division, that usually at this time of the year, it means more than maybe it means now. But I don't see any punts in that game. There won't be many, anyways. A lot of scores. I see both teams being in the 30s at least. So I see the Raven and the Bengals over 51.5. Matt?
Well, for my first pick this week, I'm going with a bit of an oddball. I mean, I've got the Lions and the Rams under 55.5. I know they're great teams, scoring a lot of points, but they've played 4 times since 2018. All of them, none of these games have gone over 47 points. Played twice last season, once in the playoffs, and once again, 47 was the max in both of those games. So I see a close game, something like 27-24 going down with a field goal at the end of the game. So I see a close game under 55.5.
My second pick is the Packers against the Broncos, this one is one of the big matchup that I'm looking forward to watch. That should be, if you like, I think, an old style football game. I think like this will be one where it's a tough game, good tackling, a really defensive game, really black and blue defensive game. So I don't see a lot of scores, not a lot of TDs, but a tough game. If you like those old-fashioned games, that's one to watch. So I like the Packers and the Broncos minus 42.5. Matt?
Well, for my next pick, I'm going with Dalton Schultz over 34.5. I think CJ Stroud will have to throw this ball all game against Arizona. And I'm going with Dalton Schultz. The Cardinals are the 6th worst defense covering the tight end. So I think he's due for a big game this week.
In my third spot, I was looking at the Rams and Detroit and the Lions. There's so many picks. Like there seems like there'll be so many points that there's so many players you can choose. But I think that the best player to choose in this game is Stafford. Like 3 touchdowns, he throws that in his sleep. The over-under on the TD passes is 2.5. How can he not throw 2.5 touchdown? He throws 3, 4, 5 easily. One of the best pick this week. Stafford over 2.5 TDs. Matt?
Well, for my next pick, I'm going with my rookie of the year, T-Mac, Teteroa McMillan, over 56.5, coming off a bye week. I think he should be rested, ready to go. And, he's got 826 receiving yards this season. The second closest to him is Xavier Leggett with 264 yards. I mean, it's a crazy difference between first and second. So I think he'll be Bryce Young's big target once again this week.
My fourth pick, and I love this pick also, Buffalo and New England, which again, this is a great matchup. I was looking at Drake May, and within the last 8 games, he's thrown for 261, 281, 282, 294, 259, 292, 270, and once he threw for 222. So he's 7-8 over 231.5, which this is the line for this week. I don't see the Bills defense stopping May. So that should be an easy one at 231.5. I thought that would be close to 260, to be honest with you. So Drake May over 231.5. Matt?
Yeah, I took him a few weeks back, and hopefully he hits for you as well. So for my next pick, I'm going with Javonte Williams over 71.5 rushing yards. You know, they're playing the Vikings, who had a great game last week, but you know, they're third best in passing defense, but 22nd in rushing defense. So I think we're in for more of a rushing type offense for the Cowboys this week, and I think Javonte Adams should be in for a great game.
My last pick of the week, Houston is playing lights out. I think that they're getting better every week. Offensively, defensively, they'll be a tough team to beat. And this week they're playing a weak Arizona team. So if I look at who will take advantage of that, well, Nico in the last 4 games had 92, 98, 121, and the Bucks 33. And now he's playing a weak pass defense. Well, that should be a shoe-in. 74.5 Possums. So Collins over 74.5. Matt?
Well, for my last pick, I'm going with maybe the best wide receiver this season, surely the best this season, maybe in the league, Jackson Smith-Njigba for over 98.5. He's been playing awesome, and I know it's really high, but playing the Colts, who are 30th in passing defense, playing without Sauce Gardner. I mean, he didn't practice on Wednesday. Not sure if he'll play. I don't think he'll play. So your best corner on the bench, I think he's due for a monster game. I mean, teams have been playing 2 or 3, even 3 guys on him, and he still had great games. So I think once again he'll have a great game. Jackson Smith-Njigba for over 98.5.
No, but I have a question for you. What? How many times did you practice saying that name? Come on, man. You said it like it was Bill Smith.
Well, I picked him earlier in the season, so I took a bit of practice on his name.
No, but like you said it twice without any mistakes. Only that is a great game for you, Possum.
Well, you know, there's a few guys out there with, with names that are difficult to pronounce, but just watch a few videos online of guys saying his name, and you'll get the hang of it. So, it's no problem now. So once again, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we're about 5-0 this week. So thank you guys for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment. We'll see you guys next week.
Well, we had an average week, like we were 3-2, both of us, but it's still 6-4, which is an average week, but it's not a bad week. We've had great weeks recently, so hopefully this is one of them. I'd like to wish all of the Possums that are playing in the playoff with their pools good luck, and hopefully they'll make $1 wager on every pick that we sent. And good luck for everyone. Have a great week, Possums.